Today marked the end of week 1 for the Titans here at training camp. And even though for some other teams, the last day before a mandatory off day lacks a little intensity, the Titans made sure to keep it spirited. In these 3 days of minicamp, the Titans have longer days, which means they have more time to showcase their grasp on Coach Wisenhunt's new system.
I think a lot of things that we've been doing, it was all been a learning process for us, but throughout the OTAs and throughout the voluntary mini camps that we had before. But now it's just tying it all together before we go on this break. We have to make sure we're consistent on what we're doing. So I think the emphasis is a little bit different. You go from learning it to now making sure that the things that we know and we're consistently running, we're going out there and doing the job that is expected of us.
Guys are picking it up. We have dogs. And I said it last year, and I think, it's starting to come to fruition where our mentality needs to be 11 dogs on that defensive field without leashes and going attacking the quarterback. And us on the back end, us Rottweilers, Pit Bulls, whatever it is, we dominate in the pass. Guys need to walk around on eggshells. That's how it needs to be. And I think guys are understanding. Guys are seeing what it's really like. And that's why I say with our coaching staff, they eat football, they sleep football, they smell like football, and that's what we need here.
The Titans have one more day left in minicamp before a long break, which gives the guys time to relax and prepare before heading into training camp in late July. Lauren Altaffer, News Channel 5 Sports. The Titans hit the field for their second day of training camp here at St. Thomas Sports Park. The temperatures are rising above 90, so it's safe to say that things got a little heated between the offense and the defense.
Well, that's a part of training camp. That you go through that with the players, and you like that. We've got guys on this team that are leaders, and hopefully a week from now, when everybody's tired and banged up after we've gone some padded practices, they'll still be chirping like that.
I think it's going to be a lot of trash talk. We're going to get a lot of for sure from BP. He going to set the tone for us all. So, we're going to go out there, and he's going to do the talking. We're going to go out there and follow it, back him up. So we're going to get the job done for him, and he's going to do the same thing for us. Everybody's picking up the playbook very well. I think overall as a team, we're doing very well. Everybody's moving along, and we're competing out there. And that's the biggest thing. Nobody's out there complaining about anything. We're all getting the job done. And, for a transition in our first year, I think we're doing a great job at it.
Adding full pads and a little trash talk back and forth means football season is right around the corner. At St. Thomas Sports Park, Lauren Altaffer, News Channel 5 Sports. Well, Coos, they're looking pretty good here at LP Field. Today was day 7 for the Titans, and the team's incorporated game-like experience here. Although training wheels aren't completely removed, but it's as close to live as the Titans have faced thus far during training camp.
We could have gone down into the red zone based on how the plays went, but I was really interested in seeing some of the kicking, so I wanted to kind of keep it out of that way, keep it out far enough to do that. We had some third downs, which we had to operate on third down. We had some checks where we had to get in and out of certain things, so for the most part, it was a good start.
Tonight's one night. We still have a whole preseason ahead of us. We still have a big season in front of us. So, we just have to all hold each other accountable and let things will work out. Coach Wisenhunt does a good job of mixing both things up, the run and the pass. We take some shots down the field. We also are methodical in what we do underneath, so it's going to be beneficial for us. I think a lot of the things that we do bring a lot of the guys' physical attributes to the field. So we'll continue, like I said, we'll continue to build off of it. We're not perfect. We still have some things that we need to understand about this offense, but I think we're growing tremendously.
Tonight's change in scenery seems to have built some excitement for the Titans' first preseason game against Green Bay here at LP Field next Saturday night. Lauren Altaffer, News Channel 5 Sports. The Titans made Ken Wisenhunt a winner in his coaching debut in a wet and sloppy game. Heavy rains fell that caused flash flood warnings for most of the night, and the Tennessee Titans' first team had little chance to reveal much about itself Saturday night against the Packers at LP Field. In the pouring rain, the Packers had no trouble running the ball on the Titans' defense. James Stark capped off with a 20-yard touchdown, putting the Packers up 7-0. Jake Locker took the field, but his night didn't go as planned. He completed 1 of 2 passes. Later, Devontae Adams fumbled the punt inside the 10. Xavier Gooden is there to recover it. Next, Sean Green takes the handoff and goes 13 yards on a touchdown run. Second half, Titans down 13-6. Whitehurst and rookie Bishop Sankey led the Titans with a drive when Sankey found his rhythm and carries for 25 yards and a 5-yard touchdown. The Titans win their preseason opener 2016.
Today was a game of adjustments. I mean, that's what you had to do. A lot of the things that we had planned went out the window with the rain. So for nothing else, it was a good opportunity to work on that. And we learned a lot about ourselves and what we have to do to prepare for that.
More preseason action. Johnny Manziel took center stage in his NFL debut for the Cleveland Browns against the Lions. Early on, Johnny football showing off the arm and goes 63 yards in air. Then later, Manziel on the ground in Brown's debut trying to get the first down. He ran for 27 yards. Lions would win it 13-12, and Browns say Manziel will start next week. The upcoming week brings two-a-days to the Vanderbilt campus. With good practices under their belts, the Commodores are ready for a two-a-day sessions. New Vandy head coach Derek Mason says his players performed well during the morning session.
What you saw today, for the most part, man, these guys came out and they fought. I mean, they worked this morning. It started slow, as you would expect, but I can tell you, this group loves to play football. So that's what I'm excited about. They love to play football. So right now, I think, man, this group is just trying to get one day better.
Tennessee State held their first scrimmage on Saturday. The Tigers defense returns and looks to be strong all season. QB Ronald Butler forced to take the sack here, and the offense had their moments as well as Michael German lofts it up for Chris Sanders McCullen and he hauls it in for the score. It was a solid day's work for the Tigers and their head coach Rod Reed.
I thought, for our first scrimmage, I thought defensively it was a defensive-dominated scrimmage, which, that's normally the case this early in the year. But I did see some good things on offense. Defensively, they made a lot of big plays today. Defense had a lot of tackles for loss.
Round 3 of the PGA Championship, Rory McIlroy was the leader heading in, but the Open Championship winner got some company at the top of the leaderboard. Nashville's Brandt Snedeker heading up the leaderboard, draining the birdie putt on the par 3 11th with a 5-under 66 today. Jason Day with an advantage Saturday on the par 4 second. Day hooks the tee shot, so he has to come through the creek, hits the ball out of the thick stuff, and then is able to drain the 8-footer for par. He is 3 shots off the lead. Bernd Wiesberger, the 28-year-old Australian, makes some noise late. From 165 yards out, he hits the fantastic approach on the 17. He shoots a 65 and is 1 stroke back of the leader. Rory McIlroy started the day with a lead, and he closes with 3 birdies on his last 4 holes. McIlroy looking to win his 3rd straight tournament, which includes his last month's British Open. Lauren Altaffer with sports, and more's to come.